Good day. It is June the 18th, and today we're going to continue in Ezra 3, doing verses 5 through 7, and Proverbs 18. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. We begin Ezra 3, starting in verse 5. Afterwards, they offered the regular burnt offerings, and those for new moons, and for all the appointed feasts of Yahweh that were consecrated, and those of everyone who willingly offered a free will offering to Yahweh. 6. From the first day of the 7th month, they began offering burnt offerings to Yahweh, although the foundation of the temple of Yahweh had not been laid. So they just have the altar. 7. They also gave money to the masons and the carpenters and the food and drink and oil to the people of Sidon and Tyre to bring cedar logs from Lebanon to the sea to Joppa, according to the permission which they had from Cyrus, king of Persia. So they're starting to rebuild the temple. Okay. They got to the temple, they cleaned it up, they reset the altar. Verse 5. Afterwards they offered regular burnt offerings, and those for new moons, and for all the appointed feasts of Yahweh that were consecrated, and those of everyone who willingly offered a free will offering. They did the regular sacrifices, they started operating normally. Verse 6. From the first day of the 7th month, they began offering burnt offerings to Yahweh, although the foundation of the temple of Yahweh had not been laid. So the altar was used, but the foundation of the temple was still torn up. The temple has not been rebuilt. They want to get sacrifices to God before they rebuild the temple. And verse 7, they also gave money to the masons and the carpenters, and food and drink and oil to the people of Sidon and Tyre, to bring cedar logs from Lebanon to the sea, and to Joppa, according to the permission which they had from Cyrus, king of Persia. So they're paying the masons and the carpenters. They're giving food and drink and oil to the people who are cutting down the trees and bringing them down from Lebanon to the sea and then to the port of Joppa. The people of Sidon bring them to the sea, to Joppa. Yeah, then they're from Joppa, they bring them to the temple. So they're getting it done. Verse 18, or Proverbs 18. He that separateth himself seeketh his own desire, and snarls against all sound wisdom. That attitude is, I'm going to do it myself. No one else is going to get credit, only me. I know what to do, so you still stay away. 2. A fool has no delight in understanding, but only that his heart may be lay itself bare. So all the fool wants is what the fool wants. Doesn't care about understanding or anything like that. 3. When the wicked cometh, there also cometh contempt, and with ignominy reproach. 4. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, a flowing brook, a fountain of wisdom. 5. It is not good to respect the persons of the wicked, so as to turn aside the righteous in judgment. Don't let the wicked go unpunished, especially if you're going to be harming the righteous. Don't take bribes. Don't care what position or rank the person is. Doesn't matter how close of a relative that person is, how close of a friend. You got to do right. 6. A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes. Smart mouth will get you beat. 7. A fool's mouth is his ruin. His lips are the snare of his soul. He blabs too much. 8. The words of a whisperer is dainty morsels. They go down into the innermost parts of the belly. Gossip is tasty and it's inside you. It's also poison. 9. Even one that slacken his work is brother to him and a destroyer. Shoddy work is destroyed materials. 10. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are set up on high. God protects you. 11. The rich man's wealth is a strong city, as a high wall, his own conceit. He trusts in himself and he trusts in his wealth. And that's not good things to trust in. 12. Before destruction, the heart of a man is haughty. Before hunger goes humility. Before honor goes humility. 13. He that giveth an answer before he heareth is folly and confusion unto him. In other words, he doesn't have to listen to everything that's being said. 14. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a broken spirit who can bear? 15. The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. The prudent and the wise get knowledge, and look for knowledge. 16. The man's gift maketh room for him, and bringeth him before great men. 17. He that pleadeth his cause first seems just, but his neighbor cometh and searches him out. Yeah, the first person telling the story, oh yeah, you should get it. Then the other people start saying, well, what really happened? 18. The lot causes strife to cease, and parteth asunder the contentious. 19. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city, and contentions are like the bars of a castle. 20. A man's belly shall be filled with the fruit of his mouth. With the increase of his lips shall be satisfied. 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that indulge it shall eat the fruit thereof. You eat as you talk. The tongue is powerful. It can harm or heal. It can break or mend. It can give health or sickness. It can give life or death, wounds or mending. So be careful of what you say. 22. He so findeth a wife findeth a great good, obtaineth favor of the Lord. Yes, he does. 23. The poor useth entreaties, but the rich answereth impudently. 24. There are friends that one has the one own hurt. Yeah, some people, it's like friends like these who need enemies. But there's a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you. So do I.